15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Johnson now returning. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch twist.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Reset. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Reset. 19. We own them. 24 is the mic.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Watson, off play action. Rolling to his right. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Reset. 19. Here we alert. Here I come again.
To throw is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Bryson Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Red 80. Easy. Mark 38. Move. Mark 38. Hey, let's get off the field, D. it off the field.
A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, but I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Kaepernick now to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Cook following the penalty. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to, but when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I got you. Single receiver. 91. You're on an island over there. Single receiver. Here we go. Watch 7. Watch 2. Watch 7. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Kill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Deshaun Watson, when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football, but that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
Watson's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
Mike 54. Who that? Check nine.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Watson. Being chased out left. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Mike 57. Alert. Get this. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Yo. 57. Mike 57.
Now Watson. And this is Parker, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Here we go. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
They will run with Singletary. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Singletary. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken at the goal line.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
They run again on first down. Cook, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Check. Hey, 91.
Here's Kaepernick.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage,